Welcome to Role Seekers and the Legend of Nibel. We're a group of gamers just like you, roleplay for your enjoyment. We are on episode 46. We are live on Twitch and on TikTok. You can find us both places. Also on Facebook and YouTube. And you can listen to all our stuff on Spotify and every place you listen to the podcast. Woo! Welcome. These are the Seekers. All right. So, we are nearing the end of our first campaign. It will end on episode 51. This is episode 46, so you could do the math. We are super excited tonight to have back one of our favorite players, Mr. Martin B. with Gaming Honors, playing Hargrin. Yes. Round of applause.
Glad to be here.
So they have a very special announcement that they would like to let all of you know. Martin, will you tell us about?
Thank you. We have the Boss Hero Pin Kickstarter going on. We are in the last 48 hours. So these hero pins are health indicator pins. You can spin them to show the status. Look at that. And they have magnets. See that? And we have one going on right now specifically for judges and GMs and DMs. It's of or Dragonborn for some of you who are Dragon fans. It's a dragon on one side and a Grim Reaper dragon on the other. So that is hero pins on Kickstarter. You've got less than 48 hours now.
All right. So, and if you're watching this afterward, it's too late.
It's too late.
But you can find them on gaminghonors.com?
You can. Well, once these are made, you'll be able to find them. And it is funded, so if you back it now, you're going to get the pin.
So we've backed it.
You do make your products.
We do make, we always deliver on our Kickstarters.
Boom.
Always.
Boom. You can't ask for more than that. Well, you could, but you won't get more than that. All right, gang. So it is Sunday. We don't usually play on Sundays, but we're playing because some of us are going to be out of town. So we're going to jump into the game. It is Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Let's roll!
Hey.
Gets me through my day.
All right, everyone, welcome back. We're just talking about how we made a spell that always works, not work. So that's super exciting. That's where we're at today. Let me go ahead and get some music going.
I think it fit the storyline.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the music's working. Okay.
What day is it?
All right, here we go, everyone.
Right here.
We're nearing the end of our game.
Where am I?
The players are beginning to come face to face with some of the allies they have made throughout the entire campaign. For those of you just joining us, this is a campaign that we have been playing for 4 years in real time, and we've been live streaming for 2. We started midway campaign because we wanted to finish this story. Our next campaign will start at level 1, and we'll build the world together in September. But now, they are finding answers to questions that have been laid out 4 years ago. There's a lot of characters, a lot of story that has been worked and reworked and changed. It's been a growing experience because you go from playing outside of a stream into a stream, very different. But we kind of know where this is all headed. In the center of Trevian, in the city of Garifon that was created by the combining of two cities using the magic of the weave, Garanduk and Terraphon into Garifon. We're super clever. The city became a bastion of light under the leadership and tutelage of the Fated, who gave most of their power to Lyra, the White Lady, or the Flame of Garifon. Under her leadership, the city prospered.
Somebody quote that.
Yeah, really.
While she made several diplomacy decisions, she strengthened allies rather than simply strengthening the city. In hindsight, this was the right choice, as the city is now under attack from an elder being known as the Calyx. The Calyx beast. We know that the Calyx is a creature of fate. It eats the fates that are written, meaning if a person is born and has a fate that their life goes on, it eats the progression of their fate. The creation of Cecil, or Istarius as she has become known, a goddess of fate, is changing the fates of Trevian, thusly starving the beast. Without any other options, the beast has attacked Garifon using all of its might, but Cecil has stopped it from attacking the main castle. They are now locked in an epic battle that has lasted for weeks without really any movement of the stalemate, while the Fated continue on their adventures to try to gain allies to return to the city to face one of the Argolis, beams of madness and destruction. That is what the Calyx is.
Well,
That's what
and
we
for
believe.
the war.
And there's a war coming as well, because you can't just have one threat. You got to
And
have
for
multiple.
the other
threats.
Or the other war.
Got to have lots
Queen
of
of Glass.
The Queen of Glass from Ashara is headed there. She has been
We're just gonna
traveling
let
for
the
about
Calyx
2
beast
months.
Kill the queen.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Thus far, the group has headed to Helvetia, where they have recouped the army of Garifon. They have 15,000 men strong. They have how many ships, Allie? You wrote it down?
180?
We have 180 ships and 15,000 men, and then Cardigan Joe is giving us 8,000 men.
They went to the Golden Citadel, which are mercenary paladins, and they successfully recruited them because of the diplomacy decisions that Lyra made. Their kingdom will help you and are going to be meeting in a throwback, Ilden. You have, I believe you said 2 weeks it'll take them to get there, and you believe that is about the same amount of time you have left for the army to approach.
3 weeks for the army to
Correct, but it's around that area. In this time, the group has decided they're going to reach out to different allies that they have gained throughout the campaign, such as the Barbarians of the Boreal Keep, the Karen Vare of the starved land south of Trevian. They also may revisit Helvetia to free those people from Mother Argolis. We don't know yet, if there's time. Anybody else that you were... Yevra. They're heading
That's
to
where we're
Yevra
going now.
to
Those are our-
try to
those are our
recruit
forces.
the homogenized people of Yevra, which are a conglomeration of many different races who live peacefully under the great tree Yevros. The great tree Yevros, we learned, takes a physical embodiment of Treed, a small dryad with kind of quirky characteristics. However, this is a being of incredible power. A little bit of player lore that the characters do not know, but the players do, is Yevra is one of the branches of the great goddess, true goddess with a capital G, Ea. The trees represent an aspect of this true god of Nabel, but you have only been interacting with
She's long
Tree.
forgotten.
She is long dead and forgotten, thousands of years, and most of the dead and buried gods are lost to the annals of the world. But they still, their prodigy, things like that, they still interact. So, last game, the group got Cardigan Joe and the Carthagons on their side, the Golden Inquisition. We learned some information that perhaps Lendo and holy crap, I can't think of his name. Ned, thank you. Ned, I can't believe Ned have some history that was a little bit alluded to, wasn't really followed up with. But the group decided that they were going to go.
Scary people that they're counseling.
Oh yes, the scary
Yeah.
counselors. What are they called? Do you remember?
Terrible.
All I can think of is an elfish name, but that's a pig demon.
His Carthigan Joe has a weird advisory council he's trusting. That's what I wrote down.
Okay, so that's what we'll remember them as.
Advisory council.
Is that
And the
whack?
map. The map, dude.
You guys also went to talk to a map. Did
Kimberly
anybody?
Jones.
Kimberly Jones. Did anybody kind of think a little bit more on that encounter? You met with a map, a cartographer who gave you a magical map to the high tower and then suddenly disappeared.
It was Catsup.
Was it? He gave you enough clues to figure it out, but I'm not gonna
That was
reveal
Eli's
any more.
job.
It's up to you guys.
Did you figure it out?
No. Fail.
No, we just said the Council of Advisors.
Yeah, I don't think they
Silvermesh.
had a
I don't
name.
think they had a name.
Perfect. We'll have to rewatch that episode to see if they do. All right. So, at the end of the episode, though, having some artifacts given, things like that, Clara, being one with the Fey Lords, decided to use her Fey magic to open up a gate between the trees. She described a beautiful spell that the tree that they found literally on a cliffside plateau overlooking the ocean. The roots of the tree melded them, burst out of the ground, forming a kind of archway on the tree. Leaves began to blow, and each little leaf kind of blew into the tree, revealing the scene you would see on the other side of the tree. Each one of you kind of looked at each other. You know that time is of the essence. You know that each of you have begun to have nightmares that are starting to pull you forward into kind of, we'll just say, endgame scenarios. And you step through the tree. Before we begin tonight's game, Haragrin has kind of sneaky his way with his two men following you to see if you are going to unlock any more stories. And as each of you run through the tree, Haragrin kind of bursts out behind one of the stones. Let's go! And he runs through the tree as well, coming from the city. You see Slip, I don't want to go! And you see
Come on!
I don't know if this is a good idea. And he kind of, like, I imagine he runs with his stomach forward, kind of. Boric. They run through the tree. Unfortunately, even though your spell would normally always work, Clara, you rolled a mishap because we made you roll on the teleportation spell. Again, normally the spell that she would cast works, but there's some other forces at play, namely, Clara is in complete control of the Fey powers that she possesses. Before we begin, it is important that you all know that each of you have been given items. You have talked to me about things that you would like to have happen toward the end of the game. This is all improv, for those of you who don't know. It's all improv, so we don't know what the heck's going to happen. But we have talked about things that people want to do and things like that. Each of you have been given items. Each of you have been given visions. And each of you kind of knows that you have about 5 games before this game ends, no matter what. Some things to keep in mind. When this game ends, the ramifications of what these characters do will affect the world of Nibel, meaning that inadvertently what you do will affect our next campaign in some way, whether it's just simply the story of what happened or bad things actually leaking out into other continents of Nibel. So, metagame wise, I represent your green-eyed god, the nameless god pulling the strings, and thusly what you do will continue to affect the world as a whole. With that in mind, I beg of you to begin to think about all the things that you have and where you want this campaign to go, because I have already written ways for successes to happen and ways for terrible failures to happen. And believe me,
How about, like,
they will happen.
why did failures get a description and not, like, magnificent successes? And
That's just
terrible
the story that keeps happening. So I believe you'll know when you have succeeded. You usually do. Yes, sir.
So, if you metaphorically, not so metaphorically, are the green-eyed god that's doing evil things, if we just kill you,
Correct.
we win.
And the story will end. So that'd be fun. That'd be super fun.
I got a world. We can play my world.
No,
No.
we're gonna.
Yeah, you sure about that? Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So, okay.
Are there any neutral options?
A sort of beige.
I'm
sort of bland.
I'm still sticking with Dustin, Eli.
All right. Are we ready to begin?
Yeah.
All right. We only have a few more games
Stakes are
left.
high.
Stakes are high.
You're welcome.
History will
I rolled-
judge you.
I rolled
no
a
pressure,
36.
but history will judge you.
It will. We've played some games that have ended
History
terribly.
is written by the winners, which isn't
Played some
you.
one-offs that have just been disastrous.
You step through the tree. The last person to enter is Boric. And as you enter into the tree, you see the kind of immediately stepping into another land. Yevra in the distance. Like you can see it like as you're going through the kind of the silky water of the tree sap. You do not arrive where you hoped you would. Clara, we're going to start with you. As you exit, taking a deep breath in, your eyes closed, you feel the light of the sun on your face. Kind of you just walked through this portal, so your eyes are closed. You feel warmth and light. You are the first to enter. And as you open your eyes, that light and warmth is not the sun. In the distance, in a black land of shadows and darkness, you see a tree dripping gold.
Oh God, I know.
As you look at the tree in the distance, all around you, the shadows take physical form, blowing along the ground. Different than the last time we were here, because we are now in the world of Nibel. You notice that the sky is almost cracked across. There is a kind of white, like murky, cragged, like gray land light, kind of broken in the sky, and the rest is darkness. You have entered Evanfall, the land of twilight. As you look forward, the tree is the only true source of light that spouts itself into the land. Everything else feels like it is darkness, as though you are looking at the reciprocal of life. This seems to be a land of death and darkness. Clara, before you, before your friends, who will take a couple of seconds longer to enter, you see a small dryad. The dryad looks a little withered and decayed, but he approaches you. Clara, ethereally, your horns are fully grown, but they are like blue light, as though the fey magic is amplified in this place. Treed looks at you. Welcome, Clara.
Treat, what is this place?
It's where you wanted to go. As you look behind you, you see what would be the branchling that you described, but it too is dripping gold on a plateau. As though you went exactly where you wanted to be, but just in the Evanfall.
This is not what I remember. This is not Yevra.
Yes, it is.
What happened here?
This is simply where it exists, in the Evanfall. You think too linearly, Clara. Yevros is 3. You hear the rustling of wings all around you, but you see nothing in the shadows.
How do we get out of here?
I'm not sure. Maybe there. And he points to the golden knot. It literally, as it drips, it almost hear like, it feels like ground cracking, even though it's just the dripping of gold. This is a land forgotten by most.
And I assume that's the golden knot?
It is. Yevros in the Evanfall.
Well, hopefully everyone makes it through, and that's where we'll head.
Lyra, you are the next to approach. As you enter the Evanfall, your white, golden, radiant light that seems to almost aura off of you is dimmed, and instead it becomes a kind of pure white. But you do have a slight glow as you enter. You see Clara first. She is almost surrounded in blue light.
This is where you're from?
Yes and no.
What happened? This place is awful.
I don't think the spell... Well, I know the spell didn't take me exactly to Yevra. This is Yevros in a different realm.
The tree is beautiful.
It looks like magma dripping off of it, but it's way in the distance, and it is the same size of Yavros. So the tree is enormous. It takes up most of your field of vision in the distance.
It's the golden knot.
Yep!
Where's everybody else?
Elric, you will come. You see nothing. But you do actually see the golden knot.
Oh, I can see that.
It looks like it's on fire.
Oh,
Oh, it's not magic. Do you see that?
That's interesting. Wow.
Elric, we have a little mishap.
What happened to Yevra while we were gone?
We're not exactly in Yevra.
Messed up the teleportation thing, didn't you?
Well, my first time ever doing it. At least we're in.
Killian approaches out of the mirror. Whoa! What is this place?
Yep.
It's cold like the north.
It feels dark like the north sky.
Perfect.
Canon.
I fill her in too.
Oh, cool. David.
Let's fill him in as well. Should we just wait for everybody to show up?
Oh, I think that's everybody. Who else did we bring with us?
Trash can.
Oh yeah, trash can.
Rolls out. Ugh. Guys! I can't see!
Open your eyes.
Oh! Wow.
It's just dark.
You see a small goblin come out of the tree from behind you. Oh my gosh, what is this place?
It's a realm of Yevra.
Is that everybody?
Oh, I thought you.
I think that's everybody.
Who's
God.
the extra person?
Gosh, I knew this would pay off. Slip, didn't I tell you? If we just followed. Calm down, calm down. Take a breath, Slip. I knew that if we just followed the Fated once again, they would take us to a wondrous place to see incredible, dark, scary things. What are you doing? Clara,
Sky's cracking.
Hagrid, I'm done. This is when we get out of this one. I'm done. I can't keep going. I can't keep doing this.
Borg.
I worked as a librarian. Hagrid.
Boric, do the thing to Slip. I was thinking more of like a hugging restraint, but okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. He goes over and goes. There. You see a big handprint on Slip's.
I have been many places, but I have to say this is like unlike any in all of my travels.
I believe you are on a different plane of existence.
Harrigan, what are you doing here?
Well,
Have we met?
we have actually many times, Trash.
Oh, yeah, you're the guy.
I am the guy. I'm the amazing guy, Hargrin the Amazing.
I'm also Trash King the Exuberant.
Oh, that's a new one.
So, if I'm understanding correctly, this is a form of your home, but not actually your home, as if we're in another
We have a
dimension,
different plane?
a different plane.
Different plane of existence.
I've traveled lots of planes of existence. I've not seen this one.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
It's so.
I'm actually curious. It's a 15.
He might be telling the truth.
I believe him.
I believe it.
100% telling the
He
truth.
worked in the high tower.
Yeah.
There you go.
He
Oh,
worked in the
that's
high tower.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Well, then surely you can tell us what is our best way to get to our desired destiny.
We have to find a large tower, and then we'll go in the tower, and it'll take us where we want to go.
Just that simple.
It's not that simple.
Oh,
There's 9 of us here, aren't there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's 10. Killian.
whoa. Slipping Bork.
Yeah.
That's what.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's 9.
One too many for me to help.
Can you wait with
We
me?
gotta leave one of them here.
Slip.
Slip, we need you to make a sacrifice.
Slip has a very important job.
That's true.
Just cry.
The gate behind you closes, and as it does, there's it almost looks like it starts to shake reality as the portal closes, and as it does, all the gold on the tree almost blows off like powder, but it shockwaves at all of you, just and the tree that looked golden and full looks dead and withered.
Oh.
So the light that it was putting off is now dark. In the distance, the golden knot is still lit.
Oh, okay.
But the kind of Nas silver tree you just came out of has gone dark. As though the connection to the material plane is what lit it up, and now it's gone.
Oh boy.
Can we get?
And feeling really cold, and you all feel this. As the light of the tree goes out, you feel as though the life force inside you is slightly siphoned.
No, we're a trash king. I'm always one.
All right, I'll stay by you then. Hold my hand.
I hold his
He
hand.
grabs your hand.
Ow! No, I'm just kidding.
Just hold my hand, please. It's very important.
Can I try to religion this place?
Yeah,
Please?
by all means.
Pray to Yevros. Nope. 9.
There's a tree in the distance. It's probably Evros.
This is one of the forms, David, of Yevros. It's the golden knot.
Yeah, I've never learned about this.
Few do. Talking. The tree, the little dryad, can only be seen by Clara, and it will interject frequently while you're in this place.
Hello, tree.
Can I do a knowledge of
So much.
planes of like how?
Torque is here too.
Oh,
10.
So 10.
So 10.
Can I try to do a knowledge if I would know how to travel between these?
Sure.
Since I do have a spell that lets
I
me
know.
do it.
Yeah, by all means.
Teleportation.
You just prepared a very powerful spell.
What knowledge would that be?
I would say knowledge arcana would be knowledge of planes and things.
17.
Okay, so you just prepared the spell
Plane shift.
plane shift. So what's beautiful about this is your character has never plane shift before, and you've never been to another plane. So as you look around this place, you feel this almost like there's a golden thread attached to you, which is a little bit of lore. So there's like almost like a golden thread, but it's not visible. However, no other player really feels this. You feel connected somewhat to this land.
Okay.
But she feels as though something very powerful on the other side of this realm would be willing to pull you back. However, being that this spell is new to you, you believe it would pull you back. Then once you know the spell fully, it'll work as intended.
That's fair. I'm gonna go ahead and start playing some music. Trying to bring the mood up a little bit, but in effect, I'm going to be using Inspiring Leader. So over the next 10 minutes, I get to choose 6 allies, including myself, and you'll all get 21 temporary HP. So I'm going to do us 5 and Trash King.
Whoa! It's a good song!
Just trying to lighten up the mood.
26, you said?
Would this be where Sephirodrax comes from?
It could be. It could be a land of Sephirodrax, but without Torque here, we can't really investigate all of that. This land is a little different than what we are used to before. However, it is the same lands that the Seekers went to, the original Seekers.
And fought Doxus.
This is not, if anybody's watching, you will never find that footage because it was a 4-year campaign that happened 4 years ago.
Daxus was so cool.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
He's such a cool villain.
I really like this tune, Elric. Well done.
Thank you.
Slip, take a note. I think it's in C. Are we?
I don't even know what that means
I-
as I'm playing.
I can't help but notice that because I feel a little inspired, are we in danger here?
Probably.
You do hear the rustling of wings, but it sounds like hundreds of little bats, but you don't see anything in the darkness.
You just hear like,
Just kind of like
maybe.
and then the kind of roaring crack of the gold dripping off of a celestial tree.
Sometimes it's not just about telling tales. Music can uplift the soul.
I do want to point out that as you're playing this music, you're playing very skilled. This is your ability. It's doing everything that it's supposed to. And you all hear it, and it feels kind of like it's inspiring you, but it almost feels the longer you play, it's like you're fighting against the music from stopping. And what's even stranger is the closer everyone is to his aura, you're hearing the music, but several times as you're kind of beginning to walk, as you step kind of a couple feet away, the music almost dissonates. It becomes dissonant as though it cannot echo out from you in this place.
That's scary.
So here it's like ding ding ding, ding, and there's like a few feet away you're like as though music is not as inspiring.
Can we hear both?
Player lore wise, that should be pretty cool if you know a little bit about that.
Clara, where should we go?
My best bet is walking towards the tree.
It's the only source of light.
But it also looks like that light's gonna hurt. Wait.
No, that's true.
That was tree.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Meowna.
Gotta remember Tree's voice.
David, I am a source of light.
She is putting off a little bit of white light, as though the gold is mishued here.
I'm sorry, I don't know what brought us here, but
Can you do the
You did!
again?
no. No,
Can you do it through that dripping tree? A fire?
If that is the embodiment of your god, just in a separate plane, maybe you can connect to it and take us back to where we need to be.
That one looks hurt though. Am I wrong, or do I not know trees?
The little one?
No, the giant.
Oh,
Fire
the
tree.
golden knot?
Elric, you reminded me of that song that I walk through that dripping tree of fire. Perhaps if we go there, we could travel through it.
I had walked the line in my head.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Inspiration.
Haragrin is
Well
back.
deserved. Well deserved.
Oh, good job.
Brava, brava. Bravissimo.
David makes a very good point because I don't see gold on the tree.
Well, there's.
That's definitely gold, Elric.
No, it. Oh, God, I forgot. He doesn't know. Crashing. I hate to break this to you. I put like my hand on it, feel for his
Looks like-
shoulder.
It's just kind of
I'm
on his face.
blind.
Oh! How'd that happen?
Somewhat recently. You know, magic and stuff.
What?
Yeah.
No,
Well, I'm blind now, but I can still see magic. And that tree's on fire, from what I see.
Yeah, it looks like magma.
He kind of slowly looks at it and looks back at you. All right. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
How far is the tree? Look.
It is quite far away. So, visually, imagine yourselves about like less than an inch tall. I'm gonna put you over here. The tree's like that thing, that dresser thing.
Like
So
on this?
your scale is like you would not be able to do it on this sheet. This would take you quite a while.
Weeks travel?
I don't know if it'd be a week. I think it would be a full day,
What would it be with a phantom steed?
like 6 hours instead of 8,
Alrighty.
and it doesn't fly. Just so we're all clear.
Go to the phantom steed.
We had a player that used to cast Phantom Steed and just believed it could fly. So he would cast it over chasms and stuff, and every single time it would just follow his death.
Go to the phantom steed.
God, I know.
Friendship forever.
I believe in the
Hope, love, dream clean. Draconin and the Phantom Steed.
Well, let's walk that way. Can we go at a brisk pace?
Yeah, of course. You all take one level of exhaustion. No, you guys just walk through.
You.
Yeah. So you begin to walk. I would like to the ground is not like the starry lands that you've seen. It is hard, strong earth, but it's cracked all over, and it does look black, and it almost looks like sand is blowing off of it, but it's literally darkness.
I take out my blade and like ignite it.
Okay?
Just
You're
provide light.
the Sephiron, the blade of dawn and dusk. I would say it ignites. I would say that you have the same effect as you would with the ice brand, so it lets off a kind of dim light within 5 feet of you.
I'll kind of like lead the way with Clara.
No, did Torque come through?
Yeah.
Okay, Torque. did.
Torque he seems out of it. He's not talking much. Couple of things. One, he's getting kind of used to this crap happening to him. But two, he looks a little scared, as though perhaps he's been here before.
Oh, is that where he was naked and goo?
Maybe.
He's naked often though,
And goo.
and covered in goo often.
Well, I've only seen it once.
No judgment.
Argrin,
Yes.
why don't we take turns playing some music for the group? I'm getting a little tired.
I think that's a great idea. I'm afraid that I don't have your capacity to inspire so many people in such a positive way.
That's okay. Something like this, and I'm gonna go ahead and start playing a new tune. However, I'd like to try to keep up counter charm for the party. So any friendly creatures within 30 feet can gain advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
And you don't have to do both of these. They just get the inspiring leadership.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making
So
sure.
once I'm done with that, then we can.
How long does the inspiring leadership last?
Until short rest.
It lasts until short rest? Cool. And you don't have to have concentration on it?
Nope.
Perfect.
That's not a spell.
No, it's an
What does it
ability.
give you?
With Killian, our movement when traveling
each creature
on
gains
foot is double.
21 temp for
It is.
short rest.
You are moving quickly because Killian is trying to wayfind for you all.
I believe I have
I'll do slow happy. Let's try this song out.
a favored terrain, don't I? I can't find it.
So
That's
I
not
know
my
it.
nature.
It's I would assume that it's exhausting to try to play in this because, like you said, it's trying to stop the music. But now that we have another bard, we can continue taking turns.
I don't think you're going to have any
Yeah, I can
problem
do
keeping your
counter-charm.
abilities going.
Oh
Excellent.
no, it's one of my other. It's one of the other circles.
Yeah, I can play counter for sure. That's great.
Support class.
So I do want to. So, do you want to do anything as you walk?
I'm gonna be very perceptive. Like
Okay.
that is like I'm just gonna be like watching
Okay.
for shit.
Yeah. So, please take notes. Draw things that you see that are
I can't see
unusual.
much, Harrigan.
As much as
see-
you can.
Okay.
Behind me,
Record
you
your
can see.
record your perceptions. Your collect. Your thoughts. Your feelings.
I am so afraid.
Okay. Go with that. And yeah, I am definitely trying to take note of where we've been. 'Cause
Perfect.
So if I had to go back to where we arrived, I could do it.
As you walk through this land, you find yourself walking down the kind of cliffside. As you were up on a small plateau, you walk down, and the tree seems to disappear under the guise of what looks like a canyon. You have now come to a black canyon, and the walls of this place, it almost looks like obsidian glass was blasted into it. So imagine like somebody were to just throw like a bomb down and it blew up into it. That's what it looks like with like obsidian on these black rocks. The only way you're able to see that is Lyra's sword is shining against it. I do also want to point out, as you're walking, the group is kind of walking with the sword forward and the shadows are blowing on you, almost like you're walking through a snowstorm, but you're being hit with darkness.
Do we feel it?
It's like wind. It
Okay.
feels like wind. A little bit mist-like too. Let's do a con save to see if this would make anybody sick.
Roll my chicken die.
It's a low DC.
12.
21.
You're okay?
Is it lower than
14.
5?
It's not that low. I was thinking like 10.
15.
So we're gonna head and we are gonna have to roll for Torque and Killian. If somebody wants to
Roll
do
for
those.
Torque.
I'll get Killian.
Oh, dude.
Killian's good.
Torque got a
You said
nat
it.
one.
Oh.
Okay. Torque's immune to all diseases though, so he's
I
fine.
know.
So,
Trev, we
missed it.
have
Oric missed it.
the character sheet, so we can roll for her from now on.
But I didn't want to help anyways. First I go blind.
Slip's okay.
Now you have their character sheets.
Who would you
So-
like to play Killian?
So that we're all on the same page, though, because Killian and Torque aren't here, they have to give permission in order for us to use them in fights, and no one has.
Yeah.
So, like, just
Calvin
know
has-
that.
Calvin.
He said
Okay.
if
Yeah.
we need him for like if there's a fight and they're there, he's like, go.
I'm gonna say Torque's a little out of it this time.
Yeah.
But just know if a non-playable character, if a playable character says yeah, use them, and they can die. I just want to.
Yeah.
Where I have to be clear. I'm not gonna be like, oh, they're not here. They don't get attacked. They get attacked. Okay. This actually works out perfect because Boric just kind of shakes it off a little bit, but Haragrin, you begin to have a much stronger cough that seems very familiar of when you were in the city of Blight. And as you look down, you see a little bit of sludge on your hand. As you walk through the canyon, Allie, you said you're being extremely perceptive, so we're going to have this happen to you. You walk through. You kind of get to the point where you're almost single file walking. And as you light your sword, you look to the right and you see the obsidian glass yourself. However, you see another reflection behind your reflection, and another reflection behind your reflection, and another, and another. And what's really odd about this is you know this is not a reflection reflecting on two sides of the wall. It's almost like there's depth to your reflection going through the obsidian glass.
I try to put my hand like through it.
You go and you touch it, and as you do, the reflection matches you, and so like your sword kind of touches it, and then all of a sudden the reflection turns and looks you right in the eye. And behind the reflection, it kind of pulses out. You see the shadows moving aside, and you see your reflection is not holding the sword, but her hand is up against the glass, and there seems to be something jutting out of her stomach, and she looks scared. And behind you, you see what looks like the massive wings of a silver dragon expanding upward. And then the vision ends as Elric kind of, you hear the music kind of piercing through, and you just kind of snap back.
Don't look at this. Don't look in here.
Oh, I
This
absolutely
place is fucking with you.
Okay, you look. So Elric hears that and does the exact opposite.
Absolutely.
Will save. You can have advantage with the anti-charm, or does it give you just plus?
It is no, it's advantage.
You have advantage.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
So, you look into the mirror, and as you do, you see a similar reflection. It seems to be looking at you, and you hear voices inside of your head. But they're your own, but they're amplified. The voice is something like, in Elric's voice, "We're getting very close to the source here. Be careful." Everyone hears this in their minds.
In my voice.
And as they hear it, you have no, you're not failing anything, but you turn and you notice that Elric is mouthing the words you just heard in your heads.
Get out of my head.
What?
What are you doing? This place is really, really not good. Clara, this is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to bring us here.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, Ellis,
Yeah.
we're already as spooked as much as we are here. We don't need you trying to do your shadow stuff.
I didn't hear anything.
Trash King.
What?
Dude, did he really not?
He might be lying to you.
I love trash.
What source?
Weird.
Rick?
Can I, like, insight?
Incite your own voice.
Yeah,
Go
insight
ahead.
myself.
Inception.
17.
It feels like your subconscious is trying to talk to you, as though it knows something that your conscious might not know.
Okay.
What you do notice, however, is the hairs on the back of your neck are standing up, and that has only happened when you are near something dark. You felt the same feeling in Helvetia.
And with Alexi.
There's something bad here.
I know. It's this.
Yeah.
And I take my shield and I try to just smash into this like obsidian.
Strength. Now remember, you're going down a canyon. I would like to visually, as you look up above the canyon, you see that white, milky gray light above you. So as you're hitting this, the kind of the rest of your group's kind of looking up because it's white, right? It's light, but it doesn't feel like the light's coming down. What you do notice when you say, "This isn't a good place," you see something move across the whiteness of the canyon above. The visuals of this would imagine a thin membrane, almost like a balloon, something inside of it pushing and moving quickly.
Well,
Almost like something is like, it could like snap through the sky and come down. Like almost like it's something's birthed above.
this is an athletics check, right?
Yep.
I smashed the fuck out of it.
What'd you roll?
29.
Yes, you do. Okay, so you smash into it. I need a will save.
Oh, will save.
Advantage?
Wait, what is it that you're smashing?
Charmed or
into?
frightened?
The obsidian
Yeah.
Oh,
glass.
okay.
You have advantage. You gonna need it.
22.
Okay, so you smash into it, and you hear these screams kind of come through your mind, but you just are done. The wall indents in, cracks all apart, cracks down the canyon, and as soon as you do it, you realize it might not be the best idea.
I just
You hear
don't-
cracks going up through the
Well,
canyon.
don't look at this glass. That was my goal.
As you draw everyone's attention to the glass you just broke.
Like, don't stare at it. I'm breaking it. And I might not do that anymore, though.
Any shards falling?
Uh-huh. But not like it's gonna collapse in on
Yeah.
you, but another hit, maybe.
Bet.
Don't do that.
We won't fight the canyon.
Yeah, the canyon's not the bad guy.
I have fought lots of inanimate things. I think what you're doing is fine, Lyra. And he's holding your hand still.
Let's not mess with the glass. Anyone
Whoever
Just don't look
attack it. or
whoever
look at
I'm
it.
holding on to or is helping me, I'd like to start pushing them forward. Like it's
Can he can see my sword, right?
Mhm.
So you just follow the light of my sword.
You can also see the
that.
horns of
Yeah.
Clara.
Oh, cool.
So we're both up front. So you.
Okay,
you should
so
all
well,
just
I'm gonna
follow
come
us.
up and like put my hands on your butt and be like, let's keep moving.
All right. I would say Trash Can's gotta be like holding on to like my armor at this point as I have my sword out and shield.
Okay. Can you slow down, Lyra?
I also
No.
have
Please. I have some more short legs.
I also have speech of the
I
woods.
put him on my shoulders.
Oh.
I also have speech of the woods, which I know it's different here because it's like fae magic and animals, but I can decipher like movements and sounds of animals.
Awesome. These would not be animals.
No, okay, I didn't think
No
so
beasts.
from last game,
Yeah.
but like
No beasts. I would say if there's anything here, it'd be more aberrations than anything.
Okay.
Does the pushing that's coming on the membrane above us, is it following along with us, or do we
It
saw
just
ripple by
moved
us?
like a big sea monster moved across.
Is it going like before in the cave, like this way or
That way.
this way?
Yeah,
Across.
horizontal.
Okay.
Perpendicular to your position.
That's
Oh, words.
Oh, I love it. Descriptive.
I'm so glad I took trigonometry.
I'm so glad I know how to do proofs, but I can't do my taxes.
Stay in school, kids.
But you will not learn how to do it.
Yes. All right, so
I'll take personal.
you keep going?
going.
All right, you keep
Yeah,
going.
Absolutely.
You come to the canyon opens up a little bit of a ways. In the distance, you start to see the shimmer of the golden tree, almost like you're kind of catching glimpses of it as the canyon kind of meanders through. You're moving quickly, Killian guiding you. Go this way. Step here. Yeah, that's what she would do. As you enter into this kind of opening, though, Clara, Lyra continues to go. You see Treed sitting on a small outcropping, just kind of looking at you. He looks withered and broken, but as you approach, you see him kind of full out a little bit. So, what do you think?
It looks like we're within something else.
No. What do you mean?
I don't know. The sky and it doesn't look normal.
This land is very close to other lands, Clara. The membrane is thin here. This land should not exist. It is the remnant of a terrible, terrible past. But since you don't know it, I can't tell you.
where can I learn the history of this land? Somebody has to know.
There are very few left who know the history of this place.
What about Hargren knows?
Very, very few. And they're harder to remember all the time.
But you can entrust it with me. I can find them and let the stories live on.
You don't understand. If you do not know, I cannot tell you.
Because you are a part of me.
Yes!
Okay, Treat. We'll keep moving on.
You have so much power inside you, Clara. That's what you chose.
I chose to live on to let my mother's story live on.
Neona!
Neona.
Neona! I love Neona.
Can I do a history check? Once I hear this description of a sort of close to other planes and 18.
Ooh. You've traveled a lot. Rumors. I don't. 18 won't give it to you.
Okay.
I
won't give it to you.
actually was about to ask to do the same thing. I have a double proficiency. in
I
history.
do not think you would know.
No?
Knowing your character's story, you just wouldn't know. I'm not going to have you roll for it.
Cool.
He's traveled beyond the continent,
That makes sense.
so he might have discovered. I'm going to let you do another one in a little bit because I think this conversation doesn't jot enough. So you might be able to try again if you hear something else that brings it up.
Are we able to?
So you didn't
hear-
fail a history check. You don't have enough information to know it yet.
I know. I think Jamie's
You
just here
guys,
to talk.
you
We can
hear me talk
Right,
back.
right.
Yeah, you cannot hear Treat.
Got it.
But she's like when Treat talks to her, it's almost like she kind of spaces out for a minute and you hear her talking back.
Yeah.
It's like a seizure moment.
Maybe I've heard something.
Is she? Is she physically manifesting Treat for her to see, or is it more of like a hallucination?
It's in her head.
Would I be able to see it if it's a manifestation?
You cannot see Treat.
Okay.
It's a good question though.
For sure. Are you afraid of this place, Treat?
I think so.
All right. We'll look continued forward.
Are you?
I don't know yet.
Okay. I'm afraid.
It's why.
That's fair, Trash King. I don't have enough to judge it on yet.
It goes without saying, no footprints, no tracks. When we're walking, it seems like nothing's past this.
Correct.
Okay.
You see black vines every once in a while that look like they're like wrapping themselves around rocks, but nothing looks alive.
I want to try to burn one of those when we see it with the sword.
Okay.
Just see what happens to the vines.
The vine snaps. It leaks black sludge, the same you've coughed, and you hear a kind of scream emanate from the rocks.
Is he still coughing?
I mean, he just coughed a few times. I'm just telling you he would put the connection together.
I know. I'm just like, if he's continually coughing, I think it would be like.
That's up to him. Like, I'm not gonna. He coughed a couple times when
Does
he
he
failed.
seem sick still?
I don't think so.
Okay.
At least it's not orange.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yet.
We wouldn't know.
You'd probably think it's orange
Why are we
juice.
still trying to break this stuff?
I'm just.
Science.
This is a weird place, Clara. I'm not hitting anything hard. I'm just burning this vine.
Respect the nature of this place.
Really?
We do not understand it. Perhaps all is connected to a bear of great darkness.
Then we burn the bear of great darkness.
Dark bear.
It is too powerful.
You do not understand.
Wait.
It is obvious this dark bear would be very troublesome.
The dark salmon swim up the dark river to feed the dark bear.
The dark bear.
What are the North mythology dogs that like one's chasing the sun, one's
Yeah.
chasing the moon,
Yeah.
but to the north it's the bears.
I have heard legends of the dark bear. It's just it hasn't.
Okay.
All right. Let's keep
It's
going.
the best.
The dark bear. It's so stupid.
Dark bear and greater enough.
Beware the dark bear.
Lyra, in a home of Nara that worships nature, you should not destroy it, especially in this
I
place.
think it's already dead.
Maybe all things that are alive on our
But this
plane
place
are
is-
dead here.
Yeah, this place sucks.
On that, I think we all agree.
Yeah.
Why don't we try to find a way out of here?
That's
He
what
looks.
we're
He
trying-
looks at the whole group. Come on.
We are. Claire's gonna take us through the burning tree.
Is that true, Clara? You think you're gonna be able to do that?
I'm going to try.
You think there's any other way out?
Do you know of a way out?
No. I said we should find a tower.
I haven't seen one, have you?
No, but I can't see as far as you guys can.
How do you know?
I'm assuming.
Trash King wasn't with us when we went to that cartographer, correct?
I don't believe so. No.
I would like to tell him about how we met this guy and if.
You weren't there either.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was out singing.
Yeah.
Oh, but you would have told me about it.
We did. We showed everyone the map.
Yeah. So, I would like to ask Trash King again if like this guy.
We asked
rings
him
any
about the
bells.
map.
Yeah.
About the map, but not the person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen the map.
No, but
I have it right here. And he pulls out David's notebook.
I'm gonna like
Yeah.
grab at it.
And you go to run. Hey, stop it! Stop! Take my stuff! He just walks away from you, back into the corner of the canyon. Stop it! Stop it!
It is
Lyra!
it is
Lyra!
my-
Lyra!
Give it back, Trash King.
I'm so sorry.
It's not yours.
Lyra!
It's not yours.
He's like up against the wall and he's put his foot up, like trying to keep David away. Stop it, David!
I grabbed the notebook.
No!
It's not yours.
Why?
Hand it back.
Notebook back.
You have to stop stealing.
You guys stink. I don't take your stuff.
Yeah, you do.
You like broke.
You got your thing back, David.
I didn't know what was missing.
I knew it was missing. Thank you, Trash King, for giving me my property back, and thank you, Lyra, for helping me get my property back.
He's throwing a hissy fit.
Yeah, he's pouting now.
He's on my shoulders.
He's pouting. He jumped down when David tried to attack him.
I'm not gonna attack him yet.
And put him
He's just
back.
kicking stones like behind you.
I
guys.
grab him and I put him back.
Oh, I'm not talking to anybody.
A little toddler. Breaks my heart.
You continue to walk through the canyon?
Yes.
Perfect. I would say about an hour passes before finally you see the tree encroach your whole vision. I think that's the right word. And you walk out of the canyon. As you do, the temperature gets very cold. The closer you're getting to the tree, it's very cold. You look.
The magma tree is cold.
The magma tree is cold. But you're still probably a few hours away from it. You've come out on another plateau, and as you reach, I would say you walk about 15 minutes away from the cavern, all of a sudden the ground gives way to what looks like a chasm that just keeps going down.
Watch out.
I would say about 400 feet away, you see the other side of the chasm.
Oh my god.
Can we cross it?
Doesn't look like there's any way to cross it in your field of vision.
Blair question. Is this the same chasm that we came across the first time we fought
Maybe.
Daxos? Oh, so that stuff is just... Player... Twitch won't understand this, but like, when we first got here, remember there was just the... I can't remember what it was, but it was like an acid that was just sitting down there, so that stuff is just...
Indeed, it is just...
We could fly across it though.
You can fly across it.
Elric, I described the canyon chasm. How many people can you cast that on?
Let's see.
I don't think 10. I think it's 8.
No, but I can fly.
I don't even think it's...
You
Yeah.
said it's 400.
She could fly.
I can fly too.
You can fly? Oh yeah, you're a bird.
She can
No,
fly.
you're
I mean,
magic.
I can take as many people as need be. Do we want to split them up?
Well, should we at least try to see if there's any, like, shorter part of this chasm first?
Okay, that doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah, but like, if we have to fight or something and you can't do all your magic stuff,
Then cast it at.
I can carry
For-
Trash King with me.
I'll cast it at 4th level. So that, and I'll cast it on. I have to do myself. I'll do Killian,
How many people can you do?
Lyra,
No, you're not going
and
to cast it on me.
no,
me, so
David.
and
So
Barrett.
they could all carry somebody.
Exactly, the biggest people.
We have 10 people, so we need to.
We can take trips.
But like Claire and I can already fly.
Oh, then we're good.
Yeah.
Because
So
I'll have 4 people. Carry, and you 2 by yourself.
Who is carrying?
All
I
of us.
will, Killian will, Barrett.
Okay, I need the people who are carrying to roll strength checks.
Okay,
I
I'm
need a
carrying
10.
Trash King. Barrick carrying.
Or carry.
Killing
29.
General
Yeah,
killing.
yeah.
I'll use this for killing.
Borik's
Yellow.
gonna carry someone?
What?
Borik's carrying someone?
Or is there a barrack too? You mean Boric, right?
Four.
Yes.
Yeah,
Isn't
sorry.
he the strongest?
He is strong.
So Boric will try to carry someone. He just needs a 10.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
Like honestly,
Oh. okay.
Trash King would be best with me, because I'm small. If you can take somebody larger.
I'll carry Harrigan then. Are you flying?
We need torque.
I'll carry Tor.
These could be athletics.
Oh, it's athletics.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, he's fine. Okay.
Okay,
What is it?
Still a 29.
17.
10. You need a 10. It shouldn't be hard, but we still have to roll for it.
Yeah.
Good. 10.
Perfect. You guys carry everyone over the chasm.
I guess I should do
As
that.
we're flying over, I'm definitely looking down. What do I see at
I'm
the?
not
Can I
carrying
see anything at the bottom?
It's like looking into pitch black.
Okay.
You could drop something down there. Like a
Torch.
light stone.
I think.
Dark
Well, torque.
Oh my god, I love
A
that.
light pebble. Ping.
Lyra, can you cast light onto this stone?
I'll cast. You want to see down there? I'm
I'm just
carrying
curious to see. Yes, it's what's down there.
120 feet guiding bolt.
It hits something. You see the ground move.
Oh, I don't like
I don't know if I should have done that.
Lyra! I can't see anything, but I hear that. Lyra!
I think
Stop
I hit something.
fucking
You hear this?
shit.
That was Harrigan's idea.
You see green gas begin to just float up from the darkness.
Boric,
damn it.
fly faster.
Everyone up.
No, Boric is carrying Slip. I'm
You know what?
carrying you.
Oh.
We're, as we're carrying
He's
everybody.
carrying Trash King, and they're
Dispel
carrying Torque.
magic.
Yeah.
Dispel.
Gotta spell.
Dispel.
You know what?
That's
I think
fascinating.
we should just keep flying for a little bit.
Okay, so it's to 400 feet. This isn't like this would you would do this in a few rounds, but this stuff is coming up.
Yeah.
So I need dexterity saving throws from everyone who's carrying.
I said I'm going up.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know.
carrying,
Still need a
right?
dexterity
I'm
saving
flying.
throw.
Dex save.
That would be
Dexterity saving throw. The
Dex.
dex is 15. The DC is
Carrying
15.
Torque.
You guys are level 16.
Oh,
This should be okay.
15.
Well, Boric is level
I
3.
said 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 15.
Boric is level 3.
Yeah, so Boric might be in some trouble, but that's
What do we have to do?
Dex.
Dex.
dexterity saving throw.
We have 16?
You're fine.
Killian got
It's
it.
15. The DC is 15.
That's 16.
Killian's good.
You're okay.
Oh, by the way, my character has dragon wings
Oh, nice.
right now. Well, I can only do it like once a rest.
Is it just straight Dex?
You're not carrying
Save.
anyone.
No,
so-
but I'm rolling for Boric.
Oh. Dexterity saving throw.
Right, so he has got a 12.
I rolled for Killian.
Oh,
You do have inspiration if you'd care to use it.
I would.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because you need a 15.
So I can roll again.
Yes, sir.
You have to roll the inspiration
That's
dice.
it's got.
You do have to roll the inspiration dice. Yes,
oh,
yes,
maybe-
roll.
Did he get it?
Okay.
He did.
No, it was cocked and it was an 8, so
Yeah,
he
it
would have
was
failed.
Oh, that's a 9.
Oh no.
Plus Boric's. Oh, no, he's only got an 11.
Okay, who's Boric carrying?
Slip.
Flip.
Slip.
But you're not carrying anyone and you're just an animal?
and I failed. Do I have to do my eagle stats? Wait, I have to do my eagle stats.
Killian's good.
Eagle!
Eagle. Why are we,
Eagle!
why are we talking about hedgehogs?
Fly, Boric, fly!
No, I still fail.
Okay, so you fail. You immediately inhale this noxious fumes. Just. So what it's going to do is it's going to do some damage. It's not. You're pretty far up, but it's dissipated, so it's not as much as if you were close. It's basically a breath weapon. I don't know how I'm going to do this.
Yep.
Yep.
I
There we go.
Don't worry, I'll keep
4.
it- I'll keep it on.
6 damage. So everybody takes 6 damage who was hit by this breath weapon. And I do need you to do an athletics check to make sure you don't drop or drop lower. So the athletics check is, again, 10.
So he's got to roll athletics.
He has to roll an athletics check of 10.
So they both take 6 damage.
Got that.
Slip will also have to do the...
Remember, we have the
Yeah.
26
Yeah, so.
temporary hit points. So
You do.
I do.
So athletics, that's a 16.
Okay, you're okay?
I'm not
And then I can slip to a con save, please.
Now he took the 6 points already. This is separate.
And they just took 6 points for inhaling.
Yeah, they just take 6 points of damage for inhaling.
But
What's
then
the
also
con save
con
for?
save.
The con save was for the inhaling.
Oh, yeah.
Slip failed too?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we're all good.
Yeah.
So everybody who failed took 6 points of damage and almost went unconscious, but you don't.
But I'm not carrying anyone. Do I still have to do?
You have to make sure you don't drop hard.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
gotcha.
now
You're just doing athletics.
this stuff is starting to come up. I assume everyone's going higher
Yeah.
and it starts to dissipate. All right, Allie, you rolled
So that's what's down there.
one number you don't want on a D8.
I don't want an 8.
Okay, we're gonna throw it all the way down there.
Oh no.
Under a thing.
It's a 1.
Okay. You see, it sounds like the creature goes back to rest.
Oh, well, that's terrible. Good thing we didn't go down there, David.
What are you talking about me?
You wanted to go down there.
No, I didn't.
You reach the other side of the chasm. That could have been real bad. That could have been real bad.
I say we
Now
just
we
keep
know.
flying for a little bit because that didn't smell good.
It's gone, Elric.
I wouldn't know.
I'm telling you.
Okay, well we should still keep flying.
Just been holding.
You
his
keep
breath
flying.
this entire time.
Your field of vision, I would say, as you get to about 60 feet, you see what looks like some type of. It almost looks spider-like. It comes crawling over the edge. It looks small, and you see like maybe 3 more. And with you not being there, they go back down.
Oh, there's spiders.
They are not spiders. They just look,
Lyra thinks they're spiders.
and you keep flying.
Squid spider thing.
Thank God.
Just
Elric made a good decision for once.
As you continue forward, I would say that the tree, you have traveled, let's say, about 6 hours when your fly. How long does
I
fly?
can't fly.
It's
though.
an hour.
Okay, so when your fly drops, everyone drops, you continue to walk. You're about 45 minutes away from the tree. It now looms in your distance. It covers most of the sky at this point. The white light of the sky above it. You feel as though you are innervated. The longer you stay in this place, the harder it is to survive. So, what's going to happen is we're okay right now, but you're about to reach the end of being able to safely be in this place. Once that happens, you're going to start losing maximum hit points.
what?
Your maximum hit points will start to go down. It's sucking the life away from you.
Is the sort of magma like gold? Is it like pouring down into like an endless chasm, or is there a moat or pool around the
So
tree?
it's falling down into rocks, and then it like bursts out and almost looks like it instantly just dries into the same rocks you're walking on. Think of like a volcano that's like making the land bigger. That's what it's doing.
Okay, Clara, how are you getting through this?
I'm not sure.
Let's think of all of our options before we get over there, because
Okay.
what always happens is we go in, guns blazing,
Yeah, that's us.
and then we don't know what's gonna happen. So like, all right, we've traveled for like 5 hours, and I'm tired,
You haven't even been walking.
and I'm sure all of you are tired. But we shouldn't rest here, so we should talk.
Okay.
Here's what I'm willing to do.
Okay.
I have this. Pulls out a small rock. This is my great-grandfather's hidden rock.
Hit and run.
This has ended many a conflict, and I'm willing to throw it if it'll help you guys out.
It just becomes a boulder. You throw it.
How will that help?
There was once a goblin that attacked my grandfather, and he tried to take my people's land. And my grandfather picked up the hidden rock, and he smashed that guy in the head. Peace reigned.
How is that helping now?
I'm just saying, I'm willing to offer it up.
I think that
Okay.
Thank you, Trash.
Do 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 do.
Hit and rock.
I think you need to save that though. Save that for something a little bit.
Now you all know I have it. I'm gonna forget about it. Puts it back in his bag.
I'll remember that hidden rock.
Trash King's hidden rock.
Is please can it be a +1?
Yeah, it'll be a
Okay.
+1. Yeah, it has history. That's what makes it so heavy.
Should we try and walk the diameter of the tree?
Claire's gonna go through the tree.
The
Alright, well,
fire.
that's gonna happen.
The fire, the magical fire that I see.
Yes.
Is it overwhelming now, or is it like? I mean, because when you get close to fire or a huge.
You're not feeling heat coming off of it. You're feeling cold coming off of it, as though it's literally absorbing the heat from the lamp.
Okay, but it's not so bright that like I can't see.
It's
Is it illuminating
It's
the area?
the worst fire ever.
yeah. It's not. It's bad fire.
Does it illuminate the area for me to see?
Yeah. Yeah.
How high? Now that we're sort of near it, how high up does it go?
Gang, you wanna like? We've been to Yevro before. It's many stories.
Yeah.
What are we thinking?
At least 10 Tarrasques.
No, it's not that big.
Okay.
At least 2 Tarrasques.
I would say that it goes up like
It's hundreds.
I
it's
don't
like
know.
skyscraper height.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Large.
like 200 stories.
Yeah.
probably.
Like depth to the Mariana Trench.
No.
I'd like to
that's
know
a
how many
mile.
people here just
I
in
don't
your
think
head
it's
know how
5
tall a
miles.
Tarrasque is.
Oh, what?
It's like
Picture in their head.
I want you
Yeah,
to like.
like,
I
how
want.
accurate is that?
Let's just use this description. It's mountainously tall.
Mount Everest?
But is it a mountain or is it a hill?
And do we still see the sort of membrane-like surface?
So the membrane surface is way in the sky.
Uh-huh.
You see it, but nothing is moved across
And
it.
does the tree reach the surface?
It does not.
Okay, so we can't go to the top of the tree and maybe.
And the other thing about the membrane surface is when that creature didn't go through it, it just looks like the sky.
Right.
Can I want to try to touch the lava.
You are not that. You're 45 minutes away from the tree. The
I
base
want
of
to
the
keep
tree.
going to the tree.
Soon you'll be under the canopy of the tree, long before you reach
Lava.
okay.
the trunk.
All right, we need to keep going.
Okay.
We're good with that. We're not like we don't have a plan. I brought up my
You
hit.
wanna throw your
Well,
hit
what
rock,
is
throw
everybody
it.
else gonna offer? What are you gonna do, Lyra? Like, let's say there's a big serpent that lives underneath that tree. I'm willing to throw my hitting rock. What are you willing to
I'm
do?
gonna cut its head off with my sword.
She's gonna cut its head off. Clara,
She'll talk to it.
you're gonna talk to it while she's cutting its head off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in.
I'm gonna help her cut its head off.
David is gonna also cut off its head.
Yeah.
All right, that's 2 for the head cutting off. Elric.
He'll probably sing a song.
We're gonna keep singing.
All right, we're gonna sing at this thing. We're gonna cut its head off.
Trash King, I have a spell that can animate your hidden rock. Your hidden rock will come to life and fight
Oh.
for us.
Trash King, he could
We
reanimate.
absolutely should do that.
What about reanimating Zarish?
I don't think I have Zari's with me.
You don't.
No, we took her out. We took her apart and we put her back together, and she didn't come back to life.
She's in your bag.
No, I didn't put her back in the bag. I left her at. You told me to leave her at Joseph's.
But he can.
You said we'd come back for her.
We will. but Hargren can remake her come to life
But it's not here, Lyra.
when we get back.
Why are you bringing this up?
I can see this is a painful memory for everyone, and I'll just bring the hidden rock to life. That is the plan.
When we get closer, though,
Yes, right.
and when we see the serpent.
Now, question: you do bring up a serpent, but we've heard a lot of like
This is serpent.
wings. What happens if it instead of a serpent,
getting-
there's a giant eagle on top of
It
it?
still has a head.
It still has a head.
Your head plan will still work.
Yes.
The dark flybear. Yes. It could be the dark flybear.
I'm still walking.
As you should. As you should.
At what point do we meet the squirrel that runs
What
around
about what's in everybody else's bags?
point.
Do we have any items that we could use? Like, should we prepare? I'm just trying to like
What's
think
in your
things out.
bags?
Oh, I don't have very much. I have some sand.
God, he has so much sand. I haven't
I
moved down
do-
his
Wait!
towns.
Wait a second.
You have your.
He has an ice sword.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you-
Oh, ice. Was it
bow.
this? No, ice bow. I have this.
Yeah.
He just pulls the string and an ice arrow fires out of it.
Yeah, he had a very magical.
Yes, thank you. I wouldn't have known had we not talked.
What do you have here?
Well, so who was the? I'm sorry for getting her name. The Dragon Queen in the kingdom.
Zara.
Zara
Zara.
gave me this. She gave me this black stone. This just midnight black stone.
Harlequin also has a hidden rock.
When I say, I think it's more special than your hidden. It's a different. Your hidden rock is very special.
It's a different kind of special.
It's a different kind of special.
Good
I have
save.
not been able. Thank you. I have not been able to decipher its nature, but she gave it to me when I sang her that beautiful song, Man Eater.
Oh, Elric's really good at figuring things out.
Oh yeah, does it look magic to you?
Does it look magical?
It looks like a beautiful black rock.
So we can't see it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Oh.
Can you see if it's magic?
Oh.
You know
I glow slightly.
Hell yeah!
Oh.
I grab it real quick and cast Identify.
I think Identify takes like a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, we wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or does it take 10 minutes? We need to
1 minute.
Is it 1 minute?
Oh, are you making me?
We gotta look it up.
1 minute.
Because some spells are 10 minutes, and I've seen players lose their minds trying to cast a 10-minute spell.
You were
Or I
this
can
close to getting
ritually
hit by the
cast.
hidden rock.
That's 10 minutes. But you are losing life.
Kidding.
Yeah, it might be too
Oh
long.
yeah, we're that close.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Do you remember the context of her giving it to you?
Yeah, so she was kind of kicking me out, but I was trying to finesse that by I had been preparing this song for her.
Yes.
Oh, for days to present the song. Oh, here she comes, Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes,
Beautiful.
She's a man.
And she still
eater.
kicked you out.
She still kicked me out, but she gave me this rock.
Yeah.
It is an egg.
You have her child.
It's not a Farron egg.
Oh.
It is but it is a magical creature, and it's an egg.
Might want to keep that thing warm.
I think I will keep it safe in this pocket. I might keep it a little bit. I will be a little more careful.
Used to my cement blocks.
So you don't have a hidden rock.
I do not have it. I have the opposite of a hidden rock.
Could we animate it?
Can I look at it and do, can I try to, do a nature and see how close it is to hatching?
Sure.
Clara, will you look at this with me?
Look at this.
She's not gonna give a shit if it's not a dragon.
And I can't animate it because
I
it's
think it
alive.
might be a dragon. I only got a 13. But
Oh, like crap. 16.
we're both trying to figure out when it's gonna happen.
It has dragon. You don't know with a 16. Is that the highest between the two?
Yeah.
Okay. With the 16, you're not positive of exactly what it is. It seems to be draconic in nature.
Okay.
It would not be a full dragon, nor would it be a Farron, which are like the dragonborn. You imagine it would be something smaller.
But does it look like it's ready to hatch?
I would say no. It needs extreme heat to hatch.
It's a cobalt egg, isn't it?
How? Yeah, that thing needs extreme heat to hatch.
Well, we got magna.
It's very cold
there.
here though, but it's cold magma.
I breath.
Oh yeah.
Can I breathe fire on it?
I would say yes, but we are in a very difficult, dangerous place. It might be safer
Later.
in its egg right now.
Later.
I'm so happy. If it's a cobalt, I'm gonna be so happy.
Okay.
We'll breathe on the rock later.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Well, animate
you all
the rock
can remember
later
that
and
you
we'll
have
breathe on the
the
egg
rocks. So, like with all magical items in a Dustin Ritchie campaign, it's your responsibility to remind me you have it.
So I also have then this rod of wonders.
Correct. No, I think he did get one.
You did get
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yes.
You have a Rod of Wonders?
Yeah.
I do.
Chicken.
And I had some stupid effing blade of
You have a
degeneration.
Horat's Eo's Rod of Wonder, and he said once you use it, he'll come back and get it. So he does have, he has a Rod of Wonder.
Oh my god, we could summon Horatio.
You could potentially summon Horat's Eo.
I feel like he would just come get it.
Yeah. It's just like the dragon coming down. This is mine. Oh, that looks like trouble.
This is where I got it. That's
100%
right.
what you would do.
Oh my god. Trash King, we have a backup plan.
All right. We got the hidden rock. Anything else?
We're still
We're
walking.
still walking. We're talking. We're walking and
almost
talking.
there?
Yep. So now you're under the canopy of the tree. Clara, you begin to feel connected to the tree. As you walk under the branches and canopy of the golden knot, you feel yourself tied intrinsically to pulse after pulse of life. You almost ache in pain as each drip falls from the tree. And inside, you believe that the dripping of the tree is metaphorical for the dying of the world. You see Clara kind of keel over a little bit in pain, but she continues to walk forward, wincing her way toward the trunk of the golden knot.
Clara, what's wrong?
This tree represents the death of the world. And I think that's why we feel weaker in this place.
Okay, well, get us out of here.
Can you heal the tree, Clara? Do you have any power to restore life to the natural world?
Oh,
I think that goes against what it's here for.
Trash King comes up to you, and he hands you his hitting rock. You need this more than me.
Thank you.
Hey, +1 improvised
Do
weapon.
do do do.
That's a D4
Goblin
+1
hitting
+1.
Yeah. Stupid.
Okay.
It's a big deal for him. Character
know,
development,
it
guys. Character development. He's a terrible character, but he's developing.
Better be a
Guys,
next
I'm
campaign.
not going to lie to you. I don't know how I'm going to get us out of this one.
can we transport through this tree?
I can't use that ability again.
Oh. Well.
Can you speak to the tree?
Yeah.
I haven't been able to hear anything, but perhaps this one's different.
How close are we to the tree?
20 minutes from the trunk, you are completely encapsulated by the canopy of the dripping. And every once in a while, you kind of have to move. It falls, but it falls slowly. And you're actually able to like walk away.
I want
from
to
it.
touch it. I want to touch one.
Are you sure?
I'm sorry, my character.
This is how David
I
likes.
have fire resistance, so like
You go up and you touch it.
because it's weirding me out that it's not hot.
Con save.
Like I know it's
She's
not,
playing a character.
She's gonna get
it should
DM
be
says,
hot.
Are you sure?
She's
It
gonna
should
get
be
that thing.
hot. Nat 20.
Oh!
Nice. So you touch it,
Nice.
and it's so cold it burns. You pull it
What?
back.
The fuck?
You try to wipe it away off, and it starts to harden onto your hand like amber,
I'll breathe fire on my hand.
and it melts off. Okay, you're gonna take 8 points of damage.
And that was with a nat 20.
Don't let that hit you.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she's lucky she didn't lose her hand, so the nat 20 works out.
It does in the right moments. My character would do that.
Yeah, you're good.
Cause fire shouldn't be cold.
My god, 2
Lyra,
campaigns in
you
a row
okay?
we had
I'm fine,
characters
but don't
almost
touch
lose their
it.
hands. Jake.
That was Eli.
Oh, that was Eli. You touched a giant green
a
laser.
beam of
He
light.
did-
I
Jesus,
stick
like-
my
He
hand
did
in
the most.
it.
We're in our last game. He did the most epic thing of all time. He's like, I run through. He's like, I dodge over this dragon. I run all the way up. There's a green beam of light. He's like, I throw off my equipment. I'm at the beam, and we're just like, man, he is in this moment. He goes, and I put my hand in it.
I never said I stick my hand in it. You interpreted me wrong because I put my
never heard
hammer
before. He
into
goes,
it.
I take my helmet off.
No,
I
that
put
wasn't this
my
part of it.
helmet back
That was
on.
later.
That was later.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
so mad.
Giant,
D&D's the best.
giant green beam of light shooting as far up into the sky as you can see that was reminiscent of a god.
Okay,
like
well,
a-
I was thinking he was gonna like Death Star it or like throw something
Okay,
down to
well,
like blow it
I
apart.
said,
In the Farron area, I did like walk on the magma and stuff, so my character wouldn't think the magma would freeze my arm off.
It's all good. You took 8
You
points of
can
damage.
almost
That's
stick
all
your
that-
head in it though.
I love it. I love that you're inquisitive, but it was almost very bad.
That, but
It's okay.
I feel like I've done
I said I
3
stuck the
bad
hammer
things this
into
game
it.
already by
So
being inquisitive.
You're yeah, that's okay.
how
You're in a
we learn.
dangerous place.
Yeah, that is. I absolutely think that. You
Okay,
can do
the
this stuff.
magma is frozen and it's terrible, and don't touch
Her
it.
hand's all like scarred up.
So, guys, I'm gonna do something, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's only gonna affect me. So if I start losing it a little bit, I need you to kind of bring me back too.
How's that TikTok? Is it going
Yes.
okay?
Yep.
No.
No, it's
Hardgren,
lagging
can
really
you
It's
bad.
work
been
on that
lagging the whole time.
counter
Counter
charm?
charm?
Oh, so
Absolutely.
it's not.
So, no, but
I
it's
had
fine.
like 7 followers watch
But
it or
it's
something.
lagging.
It's lagging
really
real bad.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Okay. Nothing we can do about it.
I think we should intermission restart this.
Yeah, we'll try.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to cast True Seed. I'm scared of what I'll see.
What could have been.
Yeah, in this place.
Okay.
And I'm thinking counter charm.
You do this.
I would like to try as hard as possible, as soon as I cast it, to begin narrating what I see, so the group knows.
Okay. You cast True Scene of what could have been. You look at the golden tree, and you notice that it immediately takes on a presence of, it's like a giant orchid, like a cherry blossom tree. Just kind of. The land is covered in white golden light as far as you can see, and you see the shadows of a people of a race that you do not understand. You notice that as you look at it, you see this race, you see the kind of the mirage of a beautiful city kind of shimmering in the distance. And then there is like a dust cloud that blows towards you, and everything it touched, it's almost like they just begin to disappear. Just like they're just wiped clean. And as the dust settles over you, almost like a nuclear bomb has gone off, your true vision ends.
This used to be a beautiful place. Before whatever it is corrupted it.
All right.
You continue forward.
Yes.
Before we move on, is there any last minute things you want to do? Check anything.
So I heard what he just described. This was once a beautiful place. I hear Lyra talking about how it's sort of death. Can I do another history check?
Let's do it.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Come on.
24.
Woohoo! You look at this place, and something sparks in the back of your mind. It's like a very tiny voice, almost like something's buried in your own mind, but you begin to recall it. You found on your adventures far to the west, you reached a coast called Tive. It is a land of iron shores. The mountains themselves look almost like blades have been jutted out of the ground. It's an inhospitable place, so you did not stay long. It is said that within Tive, beyond the Iron Mountains, literally like knives, there are beautiful places within that land. You stayed for maybe a couple of weeks on your adventures, and you found, buried beneath the rubbles of the mountains, a small vase. The vase was of craftsmanship you had never seen, and when you touched it, you recalled beings that you had never known. Simply the memory of them, it was like this item was intrinsically connected to some race, almost like their essence was in the item. But there was also this horrible feeling that the item should not exist. You simply recall the feelings of a lost people. And that is what this place also reminds you of.
I once felt and saw the remnants of what was once perhaps an amazing civilization, a people in a wonderful place that is gone now. And I feel like perhaps this may be that place, or it's like that place. I wonder, could anyone have survived? Could there be beings still here somewhere?
But we seem like we're in a would I know the term like plane?
Sure.
Like on a different plane.
I mean, I think that you're putting it together, so yeah.
So we're in
but
a-
you don't know that planes exist, so
Right.
Yeah,
I
would,
don't know
I
how else
character
to
knows that there
describe it.
are different planes, but I don't know what they all are.
Yeah.
It seems like if what we've learned the last few months, maybe this would be considered a different plane.
Yes.
How would you get that feeling of a civilization from where we're from?
Perhaps the same way we traveled here. Someone or something had traveled to our world, and I had found. I travel looking for wonderful objects.
Or maybe this. Yes, they brought something from this world. Maybe it was different back then. Maybe this place has started to die. Like that could have been very ancient.
Is there any way we have to reach? I mean, can we reach? We sensed something was down in the chasm. Perhaps we're not alone here. If we can't find a way to get through this tree, maybe there is someone or something that could help
We could go
us.
talk to that monster.
Well, I'm not necessarily suggesting that, but maybe something less monstrous we could talk to.
I like your idea, Hargwin, but from what I'm getting, it seems that
Our life force is almost being drained here. So what could survive here, unless it's adapted?
exactly. I feel like this land was a beautiful civilization, and whatever took over it, like this land is cursed. Everything that should be alive where we are from is now dead here.
That's why, as a player, that's why tree looks wilted.
Well, and that's why
part
this
of it.
tree looks so messed up too.
any last things before you move forward?
But maybe, as us, we would thrive here. Maybe we can go through this tree because we are the fated. We are not supposed to be alive.
That's true.
Maybe this is the
think
land where
we
we
need-
should be.
Maybe you need to talk to the tree. Go up to it, touch it, figure out. You have some connection to it.
Anything else? Perfect. You walk forward into the tree, toward the tree. As you walk over a small hill, you reach the top and you head down. You notice that against the root system of the tree, there looks to be a skeleton sitting by one of the branches, way off. Whatever it is looks to be dressed in very rich black robes, and there is a scepter on the ground near it. In the battlefield in front of it, you notice the scorch marks of where it looks like fire has burned into the ground. The tree is monumental. And you notice that as the root system goes all the way up to the center of the tree, you see what looks like a door.
There we go.
Scepter magical. Do I see it?
Clara,
It
look.
doesn't. Your vision doesn't work like that. Like
Oh,
it's-
I got it.
yeah.
I got it.
Just walk right through.
I don't know if it's that easy, but
There's a door. How much?
I just mean let me try. Not
Oh
all-
yeah. I'm done touching things for a minute.
You described that skeleton. Did it look as if it had like died with its back to the tree, like it was?
Like it fell and died.
Does it look like the scepter of like a Astarius or anything?
Nope.
Does it look like a battle happened here?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, did it have its
Yeah.
back to the tree, like it was trying to protect its back, like so it was fighting a sort of rear action?
It looks as though it was. It looks as though it was destroyed by powerful means,
Was it going towards a tree or was it like defending the tree?
defending the tree.
Okay.
Can I try and, it's like beyond ancient, but like try to perception check like what this battle was, or what he was like.
Sure. You're gonna
of
reach
the
out.
Skeletons, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Hargrin, does that skeleton ring any bells in your mind?
The clothing. Does that remind me of what I saw in the vase?
No,
Not just like
not
any of those
at all.
figures or.
All right, what am I rolling for?
Your magical modifier.
Plus 8. 19.
$10.
Huh?
You reach out into the tree. You notice that she tries to connect to it, basically asking the tree to tell her its secrets. You connect. You see light, you see the door of the tree opening and a great and powerful being emerging. But you see the whole vision kind of in reverse. So that the creature's going back into the tree. You see a figure dressed in black with a scepter shooting fire all across the land. Just and from the shadows, you see heroes emerge from this explosion. They look to be, there's about 6 of them, and one of them looks very familiar to you. You see the figure in black robes begin to shoot magic across the area, and you notice that the heroes fight him. As the vision comes to an end, you kind of pull back and you look over at the corpse of this creature, and something is wrong. Something is not right with this corpse. It doesn't quite feel real, but more importantly, it feels disjointed from the rest of reality, as though this is one version of this creature, and you know that it's not really dead. As you pull back, the gold begins to fall from the tree more, and in the distance, you see a tower just manifest itself. It immediately appears, and you fall back. The rest of the group has no idea, but you know. From your lips, you hear, Daxos. You fall back onto your ground, and as you look at the tower, you point, and you point. God's intermission.
I love Daxos so much. Daxos has one of my favorite lore characters that doesn't.
Welcome back, everyone. All right, big lore drop for the players, semi-lore drop for our viewers. That's okay, though. We're going to bring on the battle cam. We had to switch a couple cameras around, so we're going to give this a shot. Not bad, not bad. Not
That's
bad
that
for
nice
not being able to test it.
It's my fancy iPhone.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Pro.
Dwarven Forge. Dwarven Forge!
Thank you, Dwarven Forge.
For being awesome.
Be back to the Kickstarter.
I'm texting Technomancer.
Yeah, let him know that I won't be on.
So, huge lore drop.
Super exciting.
The high tower appears in the distance.
No.
Fireball.
It looks as though it is slightly synced out of place. It does not look like it is here for you.
Good.
He's supposed to be dead.
Clara,
No.
you fall to the ground. Anger billows up from within you. As you look up at the tree, you see the membrane of the sky push down, and from it, kind of slicing open the membrane, you see one of the tentacles of the Eldgar come down, and another one. It's almost like it's trying to reach out, as though this realm is very close to the realm of the Eldgar. Maybe they're next to one another.
Oh,
That's not good.
that's not good at all.
The group sees this. The tower, the tower in the distance, the tree kind of flickering its magma, its golden jelly. it's gold falling to the ground. The group pulls their weapons out, looking forward. There is not a serpent, there is simply the corpse of what you know to be Daxos now. You know also Katsup in the distance. The door stands before you. Clara, as a Fey Lordess, you believe that you could open the door. You believe that by doing so, you will enter into Yevros, perhaps even exit this nightmare realm. But but you're so close to the high tower.
Oh.
It's in the distance. It's in this plane of existence, but you don't know how to get there. If only you could find a way. Or do you leave?
Pull out the map.
Get the map.
David, the
Yeah,
map.
I'm gonna pull out my map. I'm also gonna pull out my googly arrow whistle and toss that to Lyra.
What the fuck is this?
It's my thing where you whistle and you can keep something anchored.
Okay. He tosses it to you.
Yep.
Wait a minute. He looks. You see Trash King look at the high tower. Why is that here? We blew it apart.
Not well enough.
Not the real one.
Or we didn't blow up the weird well thing. I'm gonna open my map, my map.
The map that you received a game ago from a powerful being, little Deus Ex, but there's, if you could figure out who it's from, maybe not. You look at it and you see the stars kind of moving through the parchment, and you see the high tower. You see the blueprint of the high tower, and you notice now, with the high tower in view, that the base that kept shifting seems to fill itself out. Something is off about this map.
So the bottom of it, Trash King told us that it changes with each plane it's in.
Mm-hmm.
What's it look like now on this map?
It looks as though it has no entrance on the map. Like, it looks as though it is truly a wizard's tower. That there is no entrance. However, investigate it.
You got this. You
I got this.
Believe in yourself.
believe.
We're not taking that as a roll?
If you got caught, no, we're not.
Okay, good.
That's great.
Does it have to be? Yep. It's,
Yep,
it's
that's also
cocked and it's
cocked.
not in.
No, we
Okay.
decided.
Just roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just roll, please.
Oh, it's 16.
I think that's just a 16. Investigation? 16.
At the base of the tower that you now see. What music? I need it louder. I need my music
More.
louder.
I'm sorry.
More music.
I can't play louder.
Music band. Do it.
The base of the tower looks as though it is some kind of forge. In the center, you look at something as though you could place items within it. It also looks as though it is a cylindrical going all the way up, as though this is some type of beacon or perhaps a bridge to power. You've never been there, but the players have been in this tower before.
I've been in that tower.
Not the way it is arranged right now. Do you know what it is?
Aw, crap. Okay, so describe it to me again.
It looks as though there is a forge in the center of the tower. It looks as though you could place things there. It also looks as though the tower is cylindrical and goes all the way up, as though it is some type of bridge or some type of conduit to power.
The lighthouse.
Our characters
Does
have
it
been there?
look
Your characters have never been here.
dwarven? Is it?
It looks somewhat dwarven.
Okay, so that narrows it down. Is it? So you say it's a forge. Is it the? Okay, so I've
Is it
got
the
it.
Sun
Where's the
Forge?
mech
Yeah, is it?
I'm sorry?
Is it the Sun Forge?
Where you guys blew up the. It's where you guys blew up the
Yeah.
forge with the window that outlooked.
Nope.
No.
No,
So
okay.
Sunforge now,
It's not the Sun Forge.
not the Sunforge. Does it?
Is it where Neil was
Player-wise.
at the end?
No. Player-wise, does it look like the like Elven City Dwarven or just straight
A
karate?
little bit.
So
Is it how? Wait, hold on. I'm interrupting. Keep thinking. Is it where we placed the skulls of Thaylords?
No.
that's
Sorry.
not.
It's not where Vexed was locked up either.
No.
No.
That's what I was. That was my next one.
Come on, gang.
There were.
I know it.
Dig deep.
Okay.
I just read all of these notes, too.
So Elven Dwarven, yes.
A little bit,
A little
yeah.
bit.
Looks like it was made by many, many people.
By many, many people.
Is it one of the towers of Nura?
Nope.
Septum's Tower.
No.
No.
Come on, gang.
Wait, made by many, many people. Xantha enslaved did all the different races.
That was a
did-
glass
But we didn't
tower.
really
Is it?
know-
No, that also fell when we grabbed the green Siphus blade.
But is it
Is it that same?
the same type of forge?
It is the same type of forge.
It's a soul forge.
Is it the forge that I blew
It's the
up?
Soul Forge.
It is the high tower. It is the soul forge.
Look at you.
Good job, Trevor.
That's like his one and only.
It is
It's been
Xantha's
years.
tower.
Ah.
I remember all the puzzles.
course you do.
There weren't any puzzles in that tower, so I don't know what he's talking about.
He remembers them, Dustin.
Oh wait,
He remembers
like,
that there were no pent-up puzzles.
wait, Island
goddamn
Tower.
ward.
What do you do, sir?
Yeah.
I mean, like, his character doesn't know any of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but he's looking at the map. I don't even know what he's doing with the
I
map.
have the map. I see it. We don't know it's Sanfus Tower. I'm gonna Trash King.
Yeah.
Trash King. You steal this map. Or who cares about that right now? How do we get into this? I'm gonna show him the map.
Where did you get this?
I got it from him.
You showed him the notebook
I
version
showed
of
him
it.
the notebook.
Got it from Kimberly Jones.
Yeah, Kimberly Jones. It was some guy in a map shop.
He disappeared.
Yeah.
I don't know a Kimberly Jones. And I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
It's that tower's. It's the blueprints of that tower. You told me on the map that it was inside my notebook. That when you looked at it, the bottom was wrong because it was this bottom. And you told me that how it changes and each planet goes in.
All right, I'm recalling this because it happened a couple hours ago.
Correct. Who else could Kimberly Jones?
Who would
be?
have this map, Trash King?
It's incredibly detailed. Probably only somebody who spent a lot of time in that tower.
Daxos.
Morg.
Who's Daxos?
Oh yeah, I guess I wouldn't know that.
Cat's
one.
up.
She just the
Cat.
person she just said.
Yeah,
Who's Morg?
the guy who made Elric blind.
What are you guys talking about?
Trash King made the map.
You're just saying
He's
things
his
now.
Character. What was his name?
Morg.
Morg.
Oh, the orc dude.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Who else
You
was that?
spent
Who
years.
spent time in that tower?
Well, we have Cats up. Could he have made this map?
He could have, but it's not his style.
Wait, did you make this map?
I didn't.
Did your family?
No.
Crap.
Montague.
No. All right. Who are the Wizards of Nine?
The Circle of Nine.
Circle of Nine.
That
Could-
sounds right.
Does any of them look like they could have made this?
Yes.
Wasn't one of them a choreographer?
No, it was one of the Circle of Nine. All right. Was it the fish guy? What was the fish guy's name?
I have no idea what you're talking
Karen Pez.
Karen Pez.
about. Karen Pez. I've seen him before in the tower.
Yes or no? Him?
Probably
That?
not.
No.
Darius.
Davos. Or
No. Darius wouldn't have done this. He could
Alrighty.
just go into the tower.
Crap. Why is it now that I can't remember his name?
Soup?
Soup.
The soup witch?
No, not Soup with
Are you
soft
grabbing our
guy.
Sam?
poster?
Elgrix. Elgrix make this at all? No, he was never in the
Oh my gosh, you're putting all these names out there.
Yes, I am. All right.
Okay, ready for the 9?
Yeah.
Philip, the mixologist. Good.
I don't know.
Corin Pez, the fisherman.
All right.
Bad.
So no.
He's just crazy. He was
Philip's
neutral.
dead.
Agatha, the soup witch.
I don't like her. He spits.
Zarzo, the exotic. Good.
He's dead.
Catsup, the smoker. Alessandra Ruibesa, spice witch. Good.
She's dead too.
She's dead. Oh yeah, she is dead.
Kill all these people.
Partharin
like that.
Fusa.
Arguing they died horrible deaths.
Partharin Fusa, vegan. Good? Question mark.
Carl Bren. He was always funny.
Did he make this
Darius,
map?
the first prophet of Astarius. Good.
I don't know.
Oh my god, you have
Varric Furnage, the milkman.
Wait. Carl Brennan. Carl Bren?
Carl Bren.
We learned from reading his diary that he was for Catsup. And then
This puzzle that you made us solve.
yeah.
Cool.
That had like that written on it, and then like randomly somewhere in here has something written upside down.
Yeah.
Or like
Carl Bren was for Cat.
No one ever solved those.
yeah, it took us forever. We solved them.
But he didn't support the way the Cat was going about it.
Anyway. That's the only thing I ever
But we learned that he could help us, that he was the key in helping us.
Listen. In the forest dark and deep, the shadowlands lurk. The shadows lurk. Okay, this might be let's just read this. In the forest dark and deep, the shadows lurk and the branches creep. The howling wind pretends a tale of the blood and rage of a mother's gale, whose din lured out from the lock in the loom the witch's curse for a child's doom. don't know if that's relevant, but that was from.
Fucking good.
That's from the
Shadow stuff. Yeah.
That had to do with Cecil and Varasha and Baba Ya.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
this is a big.
So we know all Circle of Nine. Who do you think made it? If only we had context clues.
Context clues. Okay, context clues. Let's go back to the
Where's
shop.
that-
Cheese. Dairy guy.
Cheese!
The milkman, Barrick Vernage.
The shop.
I think his name was Fumage.
turned it in. It turned into
It was
a.
too much.
Dude, he made. Alright,
Into a
yeah, it
tea
had to have
shop.
been him.
Oh my god.
We're,
I couldn't read my own writing.
We
it's the milkman.
Milkman.
Barrack Famage. We met the milkman.
And we never decided if he was good or bad.
This question mark.
Was
It's
it?
one of the Circle of Nine's maps.
Was it the milk guy's map?
Maybe.
God, it was the milk guy.
He was always esoteric.
I don't know what that word
Where's-
means.
Time out.
What are you doing?
We're no longer.
Wow.
back.
There
We're
it
no
goes.
longer
Time
lagging.
out.
We're up to 100.
Time out.
What? What book?
We've got a lot of books down here.
It's right there. It's on
It's right on the.
It's on the end.
It's by the. There's too much excitement. I'm in a glass box of emotion. I can't escape the curtain.
There's 500 notebooks, okay? We got these for like Christmas. for
Ooh,
you.
props. Props.
Wow.
I had that custom made.
That's a lot of lore.
That's just a cookbook.
Okay. Ready?
James.
Pull the map.
Why is there a piece of paper just hanging out?
I don't know.
Do you have that book?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
you pull it out.
Oh, here's my character sheets.
The map goes into the book.
Come on, I just got that.
And all of a sudden, the book begins to shake in your hands and falls to the ground. It looks like a portable hole. The book begins to disappear, and you see what looks like a portable hole right in front of you on the ground of black.
I'm gonna jump in.
So, David, you just don't say anything, you just jump in.
I jump in.
He jumps in.
I think. Do I want a dimensional ink or anything here?
Just jump in. When in doubt, if there's a black hole,
I think it's probably
I
the
take
only way
Killian's
in.
hand because I know she's gonna jump like head first.
But the door's right there.
The door is right there.
What about the door?
don't split the party. I've already done it though.
That's okay. I don't
I think
care.
you're gonna have to throw Slip in. I don't think he's going in.
Slips on the ground.
Tentacles coming out of the
I'm sure
sky.
it's fine.
You see some of the tentacles begin to wrap around the branches of the tree and begin to shake the tree slightly.
So is the book gone?
Groot, David has jumped in.
Okay.
I would go after him.
Do you wish to split the party?
No.
I would go in the high tower.
Yeah,
What? Wait,
I
I'm
would
gonna keep
go to
going.
the high tower. Eric doesn't give no fuck.
Aragorn's
Well, now you have to
following-
add
I did.
another.
I did. I did.
I don't think we should split the party.
You're like an investigative reporter.
Exactly.
You're
I'm
gonna
chronicling
follow
your
the
story so that I can get famous.
So is the book no longer there?
The book is no longer there.
Crap.
You already went through.
You already
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
already went through.
I think I would go through.
This is out of game. Hold on. Like this is like only a couple seconds are happening while the rest of us are having.
I think we have to do this
Brain
in
break.
game.
Brain break.
Brain
Oh.
break. Brain break.
Brain break.
What's there to question? You already went through.
Put the door to Yep. Okay.
No. Don't. If that's what you want to do, do it.
No. Never split the party.
No, that's a good point though. You could go alone.
Yeah.
You could go alone.
No.
I did that once in the high tower.
Yes, she can. Yes, she can.
I wouldn't want you to go. alone.
No,
should
you already
go.
jumped in.
I said I would. I probably would jump in. I have not jumped.
You're not jumped in yet.
Clara, I think someone should go with you.
It's like
you go.
everybody's arguing in
I
there.
can go-
I'm inside
I
the
can
high
go-
tower.
They're so like I do want to point out that like this is, as Jamie said, time is frozen. You see David like jumping in. Hargren's kind of like right on his heels. You see Boric is picking Slip up,
Yep.
and then we don't know what Clara, Killian, Torque, Elric, or Lyra are gonna do. So this is kind of
I
like
think
all the
that-
moment inside your head figuring it out.
I just
I think
imagine.
that Torque and I would probably go follow David.
Okay.
And I think that Hargren's gonna follow David, but I think that Elric and Killian might go with her. That would
I
be
think-
my, like, if we split, I think that would be my guess.
I just have this vision of Barrack full Nelsoning
I think Trash King would go with you too because I don't think he wants anything to do with this damn tower.
I think he's coming with us because he has his hit stone and he's gonna hit.
I don't think he wants to
Ketchup.
go back in
Hitting
that
stone.
tower.
No, he doesn't have his hidden stone. He gave it
I
to
don't think
Trash.
he wants to
doesn't.
go back in
He's
that
The
tower.
Trash King needs to go back to the tower because he can navigate it.
So I can navigate it
I mean,
too.
I can try to get him
But
to.
not like there's a difference between being able to read a map and inherently knowing your way around because
I've been in
you
there
live there.
before.
All right, gang. What do you want to do? I love it. What do you want to do?
Do you want to go to the tree?
You probably need to.
Oh my god. Okay. So
I throw the dimensional. I give you the dimensional anchor in case you need to try to keep this tower here.
Can I add something in?
Sure. You also have plot points back. I just want to
I
remind
know.
everybody. Everyone's got
trust
plot
me,
points
I
back.
know.
So, you were told when you absorbed the power of the Fey Lords that you had an inherent pull to just constantly bring you back to Yevros. And I know that, like, as a player and a character, you've been fighting that, but that's been in the back of my mind. Like, your concern kind of became about Yevros.
it did, because my character arc was that nothing else matters.
I know. I think you would go. I'm
not trying to throw you on
It's just is anyone going with you?
Can I have a biscuit?
I absolutely would, because it's practical, because things are kind of bathed in magical light, and I can somewhat kind of see what the fuck is going on. But I have enough abilities to where I might be useful to actually help you, and that way you're not going alone.
I fucking hate this cold fire tree.
Yeah. That's not Ozeron's light.
No.
I hate the tower.
All right, Clara. So did you put yourself in a situation like this last time when you had a big choice and then you took everyone's input? What do you want to do? What would your character do?
See, that's the issue that I'm debating on, because my old character would 100% jump in. But now with this whole character arc, where nothing else matters and I just care about Treed and... I would look to Lyra and I would grab the
Whistle?
anchor.
The whistle?
That anchor. Meet me in Yevra.
Okay. I'll try.
You're gonna take the anchor?
No, the whistle.
That's the anchor.
Oh,
In
no.
case she's staying here.
The dimensional anchor locks things from being able to teleport.
But could I lock the tower from inside it?
You don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that's
guess
not going
Maybe you
to.
should hold on
Yeah.
to it so she can get
Okay.
back to us.
I just want to make sure we understood what the thing does, because
Okay, then
David
I'll
would
do
have
it.
told you.
Okay,
yeah.
so Lyra and I are gonna do like this, like...
Who's
I'll meet you in Yevra.
Please take someone with you. One or two.
Clara and I will be fine.
Is Killian gonna stay with you?
Killian should go with you to the tower. You might need some muscle.
Trash King.
He'll help direct
You
you
go.
inside the tower.
Clara and I will be fine.
Elric, I don't know. He looks over at Clara. This might just be for her. You don't have to listen to Trash King. Clara, I believe in you and your horns.
Thank you.
What do you want to do? If you want me to stay, I'll
I think
stay.
it's up to you. You have to choose if Elric's gonna go with you or not.
Imagine like David's in the high tower just like killing things.
No,
No what?
go with them.
Okay. I like fall backwards into the hole.
Clara!
Slip, it's okay.
Slip gets hit by
I'll be right there, Slip.
You see Trash King walk up to you. Clara, look at me. You're a good friend. You can do this.
So can you.
I have to go avenge my family.
Give him hell.
I will.
Oh. Your great-grandfather would be proud.
I know where this is going. And he walks into the portal.
It becomes
I-
a +2.
I give her a hug and I say Ozeron's light will warm you in this frigid tree, and I will cast Death Ward on her for 8 hours.
Nice.
Oh, if you go to 0, you go back to 1. You don't die because you're alone.
Trash King believes in a thing called Clara.
living go, Clara.
Okay.
My heart.
As they jump in, before it closes, because I imagine this all happening simultaneously, I would run. Before you jump in, I'm going to run over to the scepter and I'm going to throw it to you.
Oh, just throw his whole body.
Try and catch it.
Okay, you have a scepter.
Does it look?
Looks gold with an azure gem on top.
Okay.
Blue. It's a sexy word for blue, though.
Good luck.
Plebeian.
I would have said sapphire, but they could be too many colors.
They're green.
They're yellow, they're blue, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not green. That's enough.
No, yeah,
Sorry, I'm
yeah.
not blue.
I was gonna call you out on that. That's
I
okay.
can't talk.
Boo! Imagine not knowing Rob.
No, you're goddamn gems!
I think they're only yellow.
You even magic?
Aren't they only yellow in like fucking Diablo? What's yellow in Diablo that shouldn't be yellow?
Topaz.
Yeah.
Isn't Topaz blue or green?
I don't know, guys. It doesn't matter.
wrong?
Look that
Do
up.
some
No,
gemology.
hold on.
They're minerals, Marie.
Do you have a charger?
Why? What's up?
Whoa!
Okay, is what it is.
Well, this.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
It's supposed to be charging through the iRig, so I'm not sure why that's.
Oh, is it plugged into
It's
something?
plugged in.
Topaz is supposed to be yellow.
So we're gonna play until it dies, and then you can join us on Twitch.
Topaz is supposed to be yellow.
Okay. Ah! Okay. That's
Good
what's
luck,
happening.
Clara.
Go,
Good luck.
go, Godspeed.
We will
Alright.
see each other soon.
I jump in.
You jump in. The portal closes behind your friends, leaving you alone in this place of the Evanfall. The creature from the nightmares begins to descend upon the tree, and the door sits before you. Before we go to this, I would like everybody else who just went through to the high tower to face Katsa or Doxos. You no longer need your characters for the rest of the game.
Oh, what?
What?
We will not find out what happens in this game to them. Jamie.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going out.
No, you don't have to leave.
I'm gonna go
Your
get a pack of
players will not
cigarettes.
discover what happens this game. Clara, you are left alone.
You'll probably still use me.
The door stands before you.
Alright. I'll walk up to it. I'm just gonna. Nope, I'm just gonna take it all in, take a deep breath, and I'm gonna open it as if I use it every day.
You reach out to the door with your Fey powers and try to open it. There's no door handles, so it's almost
Okay,
like you're
okay.
connecting to it
Got it.
to open it.
Okay.
You close your eyes. What do you say to the physical embodiment of Yevros? The tree of the world, the thrice-rooted tree, the golden knot, Valtora, and Yevros.
Make it good.
Yeah, no pressure.
I was not prepared for this. It's been a day. Okay. I am Clara Adamar. I was bestowed the power of the Fae, as was my mother. I am rightfully connected to the tree and to the land. Yevros chose my family for a reason. And I'm here today to find out why. Open.
You attempt to open the door.
Good job.
Oh, thank you.
That was good.
It's an original song for Clara. You reach out to the tree, and the doors begin to open. Inside, you see a beast with horns much larger than your own. It seems to be tied to the tree, as though this is an avatar of some sort. Player-wise, you've seen this before. It's closed, its eyes are closed, but they open.
Has she seen it when all the...
You know this to be the true version of Treed. Player-wise, this was the creature, I believe it was the Tyrael that attacked. It takes one step out, and all the branches that are kind of encapsulating it break and bend off. It takes a step forward and leans down to look at you.
You have come far, little flower. You stand before the thrice-rooted tree. And you ask to enter.
It looks up and the tentacles are ripping their way down through the trees.
What do you want?
I want answers. And for this power bestowed upon my family to be used as good rather than as a prison.
You ask much. Do you feel you can stand before the storm?
Yes.
Can you face that which is incomprehensible?
Yes.
Are you willing to sacrifice everything?
If it is for the right reason, then yes.
So be it.
It leans all the way down, and as it closes its eye, you see what looks like a small dew petal of green light fall from its brow. It floats towards you.
I'm gonna reach out for it. Grab it.
The entire scene around you is gone. You stand in a field. You see wheat blowing around you, and then there's a soft grass. Everything looks as though it is colored in the light of a storm. That kind of bluish green tint fills the land. Gray clouds are standing above you, and as you take a deep breath in, you feel as though you are breathing in the entire world. Your friends are gone. The Evenfall is gone, and Yevros is a far, far away. What you stand before is you stand looking at Garifon. The beast's tentacles are coming down in the same exact way as they were on the tree, reaching down into Garifon with the golden crystal shining where Cecil is. Cecil might be losing this fight as this creature continues to reach its tentacles across all the different realms. You look in your hand and you see nothing. It is as though you have already grabbed it. The power of the thrice-rooted tree is yours. You stand looking at the entire kingdom as Clara. You feel so much power well up within you that you don't even know what to do with it. You feel as though you could reach out and just make something happen. What do you do? The city is black and white, the color being drained from it by the creature that is attacking. But you and your eyes are glowing a bright azure blue, and your horns are fully in. What do you do?
Character knowledge, would I know the powers or what the Fey Lords stood for?
You have an idea?
So, I know that there were lords of healing and protection, and there were lords of time and of the lost. And knowing that this Eldritch or Calyx beast is kind of all of those things. It is of lost fate, or no, it's a monster that feeds on fate, but it's feeding on our lost fate.
No, it feeds on fate that should.
It's starving from our lost fate. Yes, thank you.
Yes, it wants to feed on the fates that should be happening.
Yes, thank you. And I believe, character-wise, I know that they donned this armor to help Yevros and to protect Treed, but in doing so, they went mad. Or at least that's,
Seems accurate.
yeah. So I know that they gave their lives essentially for Treed, for Yevros. So they were good, is what I'm getting at here. So, even though they, went mad and crazy and did bad things. But, with my power, with my channeling, with my love and divinity, and my father believing in Clara as her true self, Clara is going to release those Fey Lords' power on to the Calyx beast, hoping that the ones that heal and protect will go to that castle in Cecil and help a fellow goddess heal and protect those are around her, and the others that are of war and smite and of the lost will attack this beast and push it away, whether it's just to giving them some more time or completely consuming it. But she wants to release the power of the Fey Lords onto the beast and in attempt to protect the ones that she loves that was left behind.
You lift off the ground. Your eyes roll into the back of your head. If anyone could see you, they would describe your character as nothing but lightning. Cracks of green light, like veins of chlorophyll, begin to go across your body. The world pulses underneath your feet. In the distance, far across the ocean, Valtora, the city of the elves, the true home of the Inari, shakes. Turning from spring to slightly autumn. Beneath its branches, you've never been to this place. You see the Inari look up as though the tree has been called. Thousands of free Inari bow their head to the will of Yevros. Under Yevra, the leaves begin to fall, going from autumn to winter. And in the golden knot, it stops seeping and glows bright yellow. You feel vines pull their way out of the ground, wrapping along your legs. These are not the vines of earth. They are vines of the world tree. And as you take a deep breath in, you feel as energy begins to erupt from you. Storm clouds begin to fire across the sky. Lightning begins to pulse down into the black and white city. Nature is yours. You see the tentacles kind of move up as though they sense something coming. And as this happens, Clara lets out a scream, guttural and powerful. Just it goes across the ground. The world stops for just a minute. And behind you, almost like you're out of your body, you see Treed. He comes walking towards you. Almost imagine this as a separate scene. You're screaming out. Treed comes up. Clara. You can do it. Let it all go. Feel the power of the world. You feel underneath Garifon, it feels as though roots of a great tree are being burrowed out of the earth, as though you were about to release a fourth rooted tree right where the city is. You feel as though you could become this tree, that you would be this fourth tree. You would be part of Yevros. But there's something else. As you see Yevros, Treed, reaching out his hand, smiling. You look slightly to the right of you, and you see your parents. They are together, holding each other's hands. They reach out. You can't understand them, but you see Tashnar. You don't have to do this. You are enough. Choose.
What would having the tree there do?
You don't know. You feel that by becoming the tree, you will unleash what it seems like is Treed's main machinations to grow another tree in the world, to make the tree of the world stronger, to burn yourself out, and potentially stop the Calyx. But you also know that Treed is neutral, does not care so much for the city's protection as much as he would care about destroying any challenge to it. You believe that if you take Treed's route, you will deal a heavy blow to both Cecil and the Calyx. If you take your parents' route, they believe that you are enough. You still believe that you will do what you said you will do. You said you would release the power of the Fae. You will still do that. You know that. But it will not be at the same level as
You will
taking
not
Treed's
grow
hand
another
no,
tree
no,
of the world.
of the world.
You will not.
Before even explaining that, I kind of knew what I was going to do, and that helped me. So, looking to my parents, and then looking. Clara kind of takes her hand back. Treed, how many others have you used for this? There are 3 trees. This is what you want. I don't know what other guardians there were before me, and they may have chosen this path. But all of it's a lie. My mother tried to warn me that you were a prison, and I thought that by taking her path, that I could try and stop it. My request when I opened the door was that I wanted this to stop. The prison that you have on people. And sure, maybe there will be another one that you choose. But I will not stand for whatever game you are trying to play. I will not be a rooted prisoner to your will. I'm gonna turn to my mother and Neona. Or Neona and Tashnar. I am enough. And maybe you should have realized that you were enough. Thank you for guiding me. I truly believe that you helped me. But no more.
You turn towards your family.
Turn towards my family.
You reach out, and for the first time in your life, your father's hand touches yours. You fall to the ground. You look up, and from you, you see the same type of wisps as Lexi exiting your body. Just you kind of shake as power just erupts from you. And in the distance on side of Garifon, you see the manifestations of the 7 Fey Lords. They walk onto the ground. You see the manifestation of your mother. And together, you see them lift, and the tentacles begin to go out. All 8 of the Fey Lords surround Garifon, and you see Fey energy literally attacking the beast. As your eyes roll into the back of your head, you are no longer a druid, but you are free.
God, what are you?
Fighter?
Class.
What are you?
Wow, that was really great. Great job.
I think you become a nature cleric.
Ranger. Wow.
I don't think you have a god anymore.
That's our game.
Oh,
Wow.
There's no more I can give. We were going to have a fight. We can't. Well done.
What was it gonna be?
Yeah.
You'll never know.
Like, is the fight that was gonna happen today never gonna happen?
It's not going to happen.
Okay.
But would have.
that means we probably did something right.
That means we threw Dustin out.
No, it's great. So,
We need to rebuild this as
That
a
was
tower now.
Wonderful.
gang, we will come to the game next time. It will be a fight. We are in the high tower.
What's the street?
Oh, no, it's because this. Hold on.
No, it's okay. Gang, we're tying up, so
Oh, okay. That's fine.
we will see everyone.
I'm gonna get the date for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go and grab the date.
We were supposed to play.
Who do I have to kill to get my seat?
Yeah.
I don't think
I think you can come. I think we're good. I think we're good, man.
we were supposed to. We were supposed to play the 21st. April 4th.
April 4th. April 4th.
Tuesday, April 4th. Yeah. Kevin will be back, but no one else is playing,
That's
so you
right.
are welcome to
All
come back
right.
learn.
That would be wonderful. I'd love it.
So
Yeah, you gotta figure out
we will
what
be
the
in the high tower, everyone. We will end or die against the great Doxos Katsup.
Oh, God.
And Clara, we'll figure out what's going to happen, but you have lost all magic. But your character has literally dealt a major blow to the Calyx. As the Fey Lords now attack the city, I will rely on the group to make the Fey Lords.
Can I make
And potentially in our final game, you will get to play them.
No way!
Hey, question. Do I get to play level 20 Druid Neona Phaelord?
We'll get there. Look at that selfishness
You
over
were
there.
Phaelord?
Just
That was my
joking.
character.
Yeah, that was her old character.
That was your character. Okay.
My character essentially this campaign became.
So,
Phaelord.
I do want to say thank you to everyone on TikTok. We had a lot of technical difficulties today on that, but we're trying to make that content better. So please forgive us. And thank you all so much. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Oh, good game, guys.
Have you thought about
Close our eyes, the current sweeps right over us. Feel the world spin around again for only us. Hold your breath, we're diving into something bigger than anything we've ever been. Love be lighthouse, hope to lead you home. Stars and the moon illuminating every road. Rest your mind, it's always been there all along. Sense of belonging to a greater unknown. Hold your breath, we're diving into something real and right. Love alive, my satellite. Love be lighthouse, so to lead you home. Stars and the moon illuminating every road. All through the season.